Jokic in the half court is like Jordan in the finals, goddammit. You're not going to beat him. You're just not going to beat the half court. He is God right here. He's picking you up. He picks you got to speed the game up so his big ass got to run back and forth and hopefully he can get tired.
Not getting tired.
I know he ain't.
To me, he's Magic and Kareem on the floor at the same time.
Yeah.
He's a guard. He makes great decisions, hell of a pass. And then when he wants to be Kareem, he goes down and dominates. So he's a special player that does a lot of things.
Nikola Jokić is rapidly climbing the ranks of all-time NBA greats, surpassing legends with every milestone he achieves. Each accolade cements his place in history, while his record-breaking performances make his growing legacy impossible to ignore. His ability to carry his franchise to success has only strengthened his case as one of the most dominant players of his era. However, how do NBA legends perceive his rise? Does he truly belong among the game's elite? Jokic's unconventional style, blending size, skill, and elite playmaking, has redefined what it means to be a dominant big man. Unlike the past generation of stars, who thrived in a more physical and athletic era, Jokic's cerebral approach to the game challenges traditional notions of greatness. Some respect his innovation, while others see it as a departure from the fundamentals that define past legends. Even Michael Jordan, widely regarded as the greatest player of all time, has weighed in on Jokic's impact, praising his court vision and dominance, stating, "The way he controls the game is something special. He's already one of the greats, and he's changing how the game is played." Larry Bird, another all-time great, has also acknowledged Jokic's brilliance, noting their shared ability to outthink opponents rather than relying solely on physical gifts. As even the game's most respected legends recognize Jokic's transformative influence, his place among basketball's elite is becoming undeniable.
I would love to play against him. He's good. He's good, right? He's good. There's so many great centers over the history of our game. Man, is he good. I just hope he stays healthy and able to continue to do what he does because he is fun to watch. Probably more so than anybody in the league. It used to be that when the Golden State was healthy, they were really fun to watch. Now I've switched over to Denver.
Shaquille O'Neal has never hesitated to critique the new generation of NBA big men, seeing himself as a gatekeeper of what he calls the Big Man Alliance. He takes pride in holding today's centers to the highest standard, often downplaying their impact compared to past legends. Over the years, Shaq has been notoriously tough on modern bigs, frequently dismissing their dominance as inferior to the greats of his era. However, when it comes to Nikola Jokić, even Shaq has to give credit where it's due. Speaking on the Dan Patrick Show, O'Neal openly admitted that Jokić is the best big man of this era, recognizing his dominance and unparalleled style of play.
When I look at Joker and how he plays, and this is why he's the best big man in the league.
Shaq, he's playing the best of his career. I mean, that's saying a lot.
The Joker is balling. Nothing but respect for him. I don't know if he got mad at me last year, but when I said that I think Shea deserved the MVP, but I actually hope he is mad because I love the way he's playing. Like he shoots a three and all that, but he mixes it up.
Shaquille O'Neal recently admitted that Nikola Jokić is playing the best basketball of his career, calling him the Joker is balling. Nothing but respect for him. He even addressed past comments where he downplayed Jokic's dominance, mentioning that while he initially believed Shai Gilgeous-Alexander deserved last year's MVP, he hopes Jokić took it personally because his current level of play is undeniable. Shaq has long been tough on modern big men, seeing himself as a gatekeeper of greatness and believing that criticism fuels improvement. However, if there's one player who doesn't let outside noise affect him, it's Jokić. Rather than responding with words, he continues to elevate his game, proving his greatness with every performance. For many, he has already surpassed Shaq in all-time rankings, and ironically, Shaq himself highlighted why. Jokic's offensive arsenal is far more versatile than traditional big men. With elite three-point shooting and the ability to dominate from anywhere on the court, he has redefined what it means to be a dominant big man in today's NBA.
Jokic is the best big man in the game.
The best player game.
I apologize. The best player in the game. I like him because as a big man, he's an old school big man and a new school big man. You know, I don't like 7'4" or 5" shooting threes. He has that ability. He goes to it, but when he needs to get in the post,
that's where he starts.
He goes in the post. He makes his guys great. He's going to play his way. Love the way he plays.
Nikola Jokić stands out as an exception to Shaquille O'Neal's harsh criticism of modern NBA centers because he seamlessly blends old-school dominance with a modern skill set. While many big men have moved away from traditional post play, Jokić can overpower defenders in the paint with strength and footwork reminiscent of Shaq in his prime. However, what truly sets him apart is his versatility. He can shoot threes like a guard, facilitate offense from the post like Arvydas Sabonis, and orchestrate plays at the top of the key like Domantas Sabonis. This rare flexibility makes him a player respected by both traditionalists and modern basketball fans alike. Shaq's own legacy was shaped in Los Angeles, thanks to the vision of Jerry West, the legendary executive who also took a gamble on a young Kobe Bryant. West's reputation for identifying generational talent gives his praise for Jokić even greater significance. Having played with Wilt Chamberlain, battled Bill Russell, coached Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and built the Lakers dynasty around Shaq, West has seen every era of basketball greatness unfold. His recognition of Jokic's brilliance only solidifies the Serbian star's place among the all-time elite.
Jokic is a joke, okay? He's a joke. You watch him play.
Different.
And you look at him, and everyone's talking about, well, doesn't do this, he doesn't do that. If you watch him around the basket, he absolutely will shoot the ball, touch it, and catch it on the other side before these guys move.
Mm-hmm.
That tells you how.
With this statement, Jerry West highlights the finer details of Nikola Jokic's game that many casual fans might overlook. West specifically points out Jokic's soft touch, high basketball IQ, and exceptional dexterity, traits that allow him to control the game and secure rebounds without relying on sheer athleticism. Instead of outjumping opponents, Jokic positions himself strategically, using anticipation and skill to dominate in ways that defy conventional expectations. However, not everyone has fully embraced his greatness. Gilbert Arenas, known for his skepticism toward European players, has been one of Jokic's vocal critics. On his podcast, he continues to echo many of the common arguments against the Nuggets superstar, refusing to acknowledge the full extent of his dominance.
Jokic is probably, statistically, when it comes to overall game, the worst MVP winner. He is the worst MVP winner in the last 40 years. Why you say that? When you're talking about MVP, the guys outside of first and second place, their teams was first and second place. The people who won the MVP, their teams was first and second.
On a championship, but they just let guys go. If you got a guy that great, you got to win some more because he got another 5 years. When he gets older, his game gonna still be fine because he's not the most athletic brother in the world. And I'm telling you, you cannot waste this guy's prime. This guy's the best player in the world. Get greedy.
It's just, we've never seen that kind of dominance offensively and even defensively for somebody who doesn't look, who's not athletic, for him to be able to guard the way that he does. I see him, during timeouts, telling his teammates where to be. He's always pointing where they need to go. All shots on the Denver Nuggets, when you're looking at their offense, it obviously goes through him, but everything is in rhythm.
I love Jokic. I literally, the year that I came back to play against Denver and all that stuff, I studied this man so I knew when I played him what I needed to do.
Yeah,
it's a mental game.
Yeah.
I studied him the whole summer. I watched clips. I watched everything he did. I learned how to do what he was doing.
Yep.
Not so I could do it in the game,
right? But
I learned what he was doing, so when he did it, I was able to contain it.
He's a problem.
I mean,
he's a problem. He's like Jason Kidd as a point guard. Those guys don't have to score to affect the game.
But he also scores.
But he can score. He shoots a three. Mm-hmm. What can he do?
I mean,
he can't jump. Yeah, he can't jump. He can't jump. And you see how big he is. There's no muscle definition on him, and he's just wearing you down. And he's strong. I love him.
Yeah.
I love him. I don't even know what other words to say. I love him.
Longevity would tell you if you're going to be good or not. Right. So I think it's still too early to tell for Joker.
For sure.
He's a good player, don't get me wrong. You know, he's kicking ass. But,
Yeah.
you know, it's still a little too early to tell or put him, to me, in that category with those centers you said, because shit, let me see. Shaq got what? 4. Dream got 2. And Dave Robinson got 2. So